when people follow their purpose, when they understand that there is a calling to something and they do that. So, for example, I started this podcast in 2020. Till 2022, this podcast wasn't earning a single penny. One of my friend also started a podcast. He met me through Instagram and he told me that he started in 2020 till 2021. He didn't earn any money and he left that. But in that 1 year of span, I did realize that he had a good inclination towards a podcast. But still, he didn't pursue towards it because he was expecting something out of it. So the thing is, when you expect something out of something, okay, where you are doing something which you are so inclined towards it, you know that this is something which I love doing it, you know that this gives you the extra happiness while you are sleeping at night, it makes you feel good, okay, and you sleep well because of that. But suddenly, just because you're not getting out, you're not getting something out of it, you stop that. So what is your say in that? Is there a slok about that as well?
This is a divine intervention because the next sloka we covered 1847. I will cover 1848 and I'll go back to second chapter, 47 from second chapter. Those two will answer your question. Okay, let's start with 1848. Sahajam karma kaunteya sadosham api na tyajet sarvarambha hi doshena dhumena agni rivavrataha. I'll simplify this. Your natural desire, you have a desire to do something, you have a calling, you think that's your duty, that's your dharma, you do it. Even if it is riddled with mistakes, even if it is riddled with imperfections, you do it. And the analogy in the second line is really phenomenal analogy. Krishna says, whenever you light fire, initially there is a lot of smoke before there is a lot of fire. That's the analogy. So you should not quit because there is smoke. The fire will catch on later. So wherever there is fire, there is always smoke, right? So wherever there is fire, there could be smoke there. Okay, it's a combination. A little bit of smoke in the beginning. You need to be patient to get to the fire where you start a huge flame. Less smoke and more fire. I will go back to 2.47 to wrap up the answer. This is a classic sloka. Everywhere you go, people quote this. I'm sure you will realize the moment I start chanting this. 2.47, chapter 247. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala heturbhu mate sangostvakarmani. This is my favorite shloka of all 700. I keep chanting this. I taught this to my son at a very young age. He can chant some of these shlokas. He's 13, but he can chant many of these. So the reminder here is your right is only for the action. You have the right to action. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana, not to the fruits of the action. Pramoda has the right to take action. My right is on acting based on my calling and my duty. I have no rights on the results. I cannot claim that I want results. I've done the action, I want result, I cannot claim. My right is only to action. Similarly, ma karma phala heturbhu. The end goal itself, the outcome should not be your goal. The outcome, if you're obsessed about the outcome, that's not going to help. You need to stick to the process and your action. And lastly, mate sangos vakarmani. Don't also indulge in non-action. Just because you want the goal and you're not seeing some results, you suddenly say, okay, I'll not do it now. Because I'm not getting the outcome, I'm not getting the results, I'll stop doing my natural duty or the calling. It's a reminder that your right is only to act.